poppin', y'all? It's Deidre with One Shot Game. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. You feel me? Listen, it's a good, beautiful day, and I just felt like I had some game to give to myself as well as other people. You know what I'm saying? So listen, before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. Hey, look though, it ain't even gonna really be a title. I think this video is just going to be on the reflection of just truly being yourself in your whole entire essence and being. You know what I'm saying? When people see that in someone, usually you become a threat to people that, you know what I'm saying, confine their life to something that they thought they had to because of what someone said, or because, you know, somehow someone felt about their life. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's the type of battle where the more you start to figure out who you are and do what you do that's right for you, you know what I'm saying, the happier you become, the more you physically, you know what I'm saying, elevate your spiritual intelligence, as well as grow in the world to understand that everything in the world is an illusion. Everything has a system, some rules, a timeline, a booklet you got to follow. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to the part of your life where you understand the essence of truly being who you are meant to be inside your soul for yourself, without any regard for how people feel, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you gonna light up a whole room, because you got to think about it. It's a lot of people in the world who are systematically confined to a box that somebody has set on them. They're not truly themselves for real. You know what I'm saying? And they go around judging people that are truly themselves. You know what I'm saying? Now that I have elevated and I have grew in my life, you know what I'm saying? No hard, ill will feelings towards nobody, because I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost as if, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate, but it feels like you've been judged your whole life. Like, you having the ability to be yourself, no matter what anybody felt, made some people feel insecure or invalidated or intimidated by you, because you were able to do what you want and not feel no type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you got to think about it though. You know what I'm saying? The weight of the world right now and the energy that's coming into the world is making people make a choice. And the people who were already in a state of mind where they, listen, do what you want, you elevated and grew in who you were. So your frequency rose. And some people, like, it put them in the state of mind where that they had to go harder in trying to control people to get people to like them, because deep down inside they was not being them for real. You feel me? That's the two sides. Those are the sides you had to pick. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not into having people control my way of life, control my way of thinking, having me follow this, I gotta believe that. No, I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm into trying to help people grow spiritually as well as myself, because when you spiritually know who you are, you cannot let the rules of the world confine you into a box. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I be thinking about my life, and I be going back thinking, like, you feel me? Damn, people that I surrounded myself with, you know what I'm saying, oftentimes judged me for me liking and being into what I like to be into. Like, it was different if somebody else did it, but when it came to me, it was more so like, you are not supposed to be doing that. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. And I'll be thinking to myself, why? And if you think about it, it's kind of like, because it's okay for that other person to do it because they already got them in a controlled box. But with you gonna take off like a rocket, and you don't see it, but we do. So if we let you be too free, you gonna fly away too far out the box, and we ain't gonna be able to catch you. So we gonna have a limit on whatever it is that you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, it didn't start when I was 16 being into women. You feel me? I had little signs before that. You know what I'm saying? I think I was just born to be like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even so much as trying to push that on the people, or, you feel me? It's so much as the fact that helping people understand it is nothing wrong with being you. It is nothing wrong with being yourself. You know what I'm saying? To make yourself be happy. If anybody puts a judgment on it or a cap on it, it's because they don't have the freedom to feel like it's okay to be themselves. Like, oftentimes I be sitting by myself thinking back, like, all the times where I truly expressed how I felt about my lifestyle, what I was doing, how I could make the whole room get quiet. And I used to be thinking to myself, why when I talk, everybody stop talking? You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like almost as if you are free spirited and you have the ability to be yourself and break out of the norms of societal rules, and we're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge nobody. I think the ability to love people for who they are, you know what I'm saying, is been my whole makeup, my whole life. Like, I don't care about what you got going on, what you doing. I care about, you know what I'm saying, the spirit that I see inside of you. You know, and oftentimes people would judge me because I wasn't living up to how they see life to be. So they would discard me and treat me like nothing, not even realizing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even caring what you got going on in your life. I'm caring about who you are in the spirit. I look and have a bond with people because of who they are in the spirit. But understand and know that as you go through life, people change, people switch up. I've had people tell me, you know what I'm saying, oh, you this, you that, judge me, looked at me as less than because I didn't have what they have. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't moving how they move. You feel me? And it's just like, I understand now. It is only because somebody judged you for being who you were. So now you just feel like it's okay to judge people for, you feel me, them being free on who they are. But once you get to that place, it's almost as like you recognize the animosity that comes with that. And you don't take it serious. You know what I'm saying? Because you just know people have been confined. They don't like you simply because you can be yourself and they can't. You know what I'm saying? They're stuck and glued to a spot where they don't feel capable enough to be themselves. So they're gonna automatically feel some type of way towards you. You know what I'm saying? That's the that's the movement. That's the elevation. You know what I'm saying? I solely identify with people that I can truly be myself with, and I will know. You know what I'm saying? If I see side eyes, animosity, you know what I'm saying, getting quiet when I talk, it's almost as if they're not where they want to be in their life and they're adjusting their life to how they see fit. You know what I'm saying? For the world to be. Like, I remember one time, you know what I'm saying, I had an involvement with someone that at one point or another was into women, right? But then they switched it up. And all of a sudden, they start reading the Bible and they got them a man. And I'm not knocking it, you know what I'm saying? But they just don't seem happy. They don't seem happy. You know what I'm saying? And so it's almost as if, like, those are the people that care what people think. And so because of that, they live their life adjusting to what people feel they should do to be happy, when in reality, they're not happy. I've always like been the type of person that did what I wanted to do, and it's not so much as me going down the drain because of what people felt about me. It was more so like, why is it not okay for me to be me? Why does everybody seem to have a problem with me being myself? Why do I have to live up to a certain status? You know what I'm saying? And a certain image of how you want me to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I am just fascinated by people who truly don't have no problem with being themselves. You know what I'm saying? I love women. It's my thing. You know what I'm saying? But most women, they like expect women to grow at a certain period in life where you gotta have the weave, you gotta have the makeup and the dress and all that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's not me. Granted, you feel me, when I step out, I'ma step out, but I'm not stepping out in the fashion that you want me to step out in. I'm stepping out in the fashion on how I want, and I'm still gonna look good. You feel me? And I think that's the stereotypical thought of some people is, you know what I'm saying, when they're invalid in the soul, they use money to put on a certain image to make people give them the attention they're looking for. I'm not with all that, I'm gonna be the one in the back. Y'all could take that and have that attention. You feel me? Because most of the times, those are the type of people that control people in a certain fashion. I'm looking for the ones that are spiritually free, which means we're not looking at what you have, what you got, what you possess, what you own, but who you are in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And when you get to that point, that's almost like you just allowing people to be free. You know what I'm saying? Listen, my whole life, I've had people tell me what type of hairstyles to wear. I've had people tell me what kind of clothes I should wear. I had people tell me what I should be into. I've even had people that I love take me to events where it was nothing but guys. And listen, this is not to say that I have anything wrong with men. I don't. It's just the fact that when y'all start trying to get at somebody, that's a turnoff to me. Like, why we just can't be chill and hang out, you feel me, and rock with each other? I'm not interested. That's not what I'm into. Respect my boundaries. You feel me? You can find somebody out there that you can be interested in. It just ain't me. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost as like energetically people be knowing that. It's not so much as me judging people. If you drink, hey, you drink. If you smoke, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you go to events where, you feel me, everybody's down to have a good time, women and men, that's fine too. But it's almost as like people know what type of energy they interact with. So if they know they have the type of energy where they control people in situations, most likely they're taking you into an environment where those people are trying to change you and make you be something that you're not. You know what I'm saying? And you get to be feeling uncomfortable. And you could feel it in the energy. You know what I'm saying? I lost my way back then a long time ago because, you know what I'm saying? I think it was the image of people wanting me to sell my soul to be something that I wasn't. And the ability to feel the fact that I know that that's what I was doing, it was killing me slowly. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? I had to go find my way. I had to get back. You know what I'm saying? And understand and know that, you know, in order to preserve your soul and your life, you have to be willing to step out on the line, on the boundary, and be yourself no matter what. That's what's going to keep you in the game. If you keep going out there selling your soul and being something that you're not, you feel me? Listen, it's going to take you out. So you got to be very mindful. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And like, listen, I don't have no regard for nobody. I don't care what you do, what you into. You know what I'm saying? If we vibe, baby, we vibe. You know what I'm saying? But if your certain practices in life is going down a lane where I see you doing it to fit in, I might just scale back a little bit. That don't mean I got any issues or nothing. I just see what's really going on. You're not truly being yourself, man. And I can't just vibe with people who are not truly themselves. You know, people that do side comments and side hate on what you got going on and try to make it seem as if what you doing ain't it. You feel me? They listen, hating on the low. And if you can't read in between the lines, you feel me? You gonna get yourself in a trap, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to chill and vibe and be around people that know and understand it's okay for everybody to be them. And when you know you're around that type of energy, it's no negative nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just nothing but good vibes and pure love. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes in life we don't get to that point, so you have people judging you, people, you know what I'm saying, feeling like they could put you down and make you feel some type of way. Listen, I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Judging or none of that you got going on. You know, I'm in an era now in my life where I'm completely content with who I am. And anytime I felt like I had to engage in substances or do something, it was because I was around people that didn't want me to be me. They wanted me to conform to the box they had set out for me. And you can't see it, really. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that's dragging you towards me, that's helping me feed off of you, and we feeding off each other, until I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Listen, it's now very important in this day and age that you know who and what you are. Because you got to think about it. Anybody that has something that they know you may want because you're so attached to it, that's how they use their power. That's why I believe a lot of these, you feel me, labels and these people behind, like, I don't want to get too far into it. But in 2024, everything is crumbling because now people are really having the chance to understand it's about being treating people right and letting people be free. It's not about using your dictatorship and being in control. This is not a democracy if that's the case. If everybody has something that they can use to run everybody, then it's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's the side where people are able to be themselves, and then it's the side where people are not themselves and they control people. You feel me? Those are the two sides. But now they're merging because it's almost as if y'all are getting to the point where y'all are no longer finna exist because people are elevating and growing. And don't get me wrong, it's always going to some people out there who just don't love themselves. But the energy that's shifting in the world, it's almost like at some point you're going to be pushed and elevated to that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it is nothing wrong with taking ownership of your life and your choices and the things you had to do. That's how you get closer to being free. Oftentimes people are judging others and putting negative energy off onto other people because somewhere inside of them they're not free, and they're making a judgment call on their own life. You know what I'm saying? They know that they need to elevate and grow in some areas, but they're not confident yet, so they project their hate onto you. And it's sad the way it works, because it's almost like, dang, once you start realizing how the universe and God just takes certain people out of your life and you just stuck by yourself, it's almost as if that's a learning box for you to get a chance to understand it's nothing wrong with you. You've been living your life exactly the way you were supposed to the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You just didn't realize it. So you kept putting yourself in dangerous situations that could have took you out the game because you were trying to fit in somewhere where you don't belong. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's the best piece of advice I could ever give myself. You know what I'm saying? And as you slowly realize that and take your time and continue to grow, because it's a lifelong process. You have to almost like empty out the old shell of who you were. You know what I'm saying? And what you were taught to be. All the judgment calls, all the name calling, all the hurt and the pain, all that came with it, and it hurt. You know what I'm saying? So once you just slowly process it and filter it all out, it's almost as like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you cool? You don't like me? Ha, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you negative towards me? Oh, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And half of the time I won't even say nothing. I'ma just sit there. And you feel me? You probably ain't never gonna see me again, because you know what I'm saying? You're at a spot in your life still where you feel like it's okay to judge people. You know what I'm saying? Or control them, because you got to think about it. Oftentimes people don't judge people, but they control them in a way, which means they'll try to energetically remove you out of doing something for yourself to do something that they do. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you start not thinking about yourself, but thinking about what's going to make them happy. You feel me? It's all energy. You know what I'm saying? And it'll have a strong hold on you by people who control it in a certain way if you can't control yourself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I am just in a space where I'm just so happy because I finally, you know what I'm saying, get to 100% be me. And I don't care what anybody feel about it. I don't care, you feel me, what it upsets in a person. I now realize that if I walk into a room or I say something and people get quiet, it's because I'm at a space where I'm truly free and they're not. Don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. I just realize what it is. So when you get to that point where you are able to be in a room where everybody is truly themselves, you feel me? You'll know that people have the right to have opinions. People have the right to not like something. People have the right to be into something. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to accept that. You know what I'm saying? And you'll keep pushing on. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I had a time where somebody in a position asked me to get up and speak something at a funeral, right? And I was willing to, because the person that passed away had a special place in my heart, right? So as the pastor came and he's basically controlling the wheel of giving advice on what should be said to by the people that get up there and stand up and speak, right? So the person that asked me to go and speak, the pastor was telling me the verses that I needed to speak in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And that person gonna say, oh, she don't even read the Bible. You know what? You absolutely right. I didn't say nothing, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really a contradiction. It's not really something that should be taken as offense, because it's not. I'm all for believing in the universe, God, Allah, higher power. I'm all for that. But you feel me? I'm into the real spiritual practices that can form the person to write the Bible. Because you got to really think about it. The Bible was written by man, not God himself. You know what I'm saying? And people, because that is the case, take those principles in that book and they conform them and twist them all up to be what they deem them to be for themselves. Spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Being born and understanding the laws of the universe and how they work. No shade, no hating, no judging. You know what I'm saying? I do not have the right to put any other human being down or feel any other way about a human being or judge them in any aspect because of how they choose to live their life. Everybody is entitled to be free. Period. Love is love, meaning everybody has the ability to love themselves for who they are. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that it's, you feel me, wrong because, you feel me, I choose to be in love with a woman instead of a husband and wife and shacked up with kids. No shade to people that do that, but I believe that's because them two people really love themselves enough to love each other, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And kids came out of it, you know what I'm saying? But in my life and how I want to live it is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? The love of loving myself and the ability to love someone else and just what I'm into is what it is. You have so many things on the internet, on TV, trying to conform people to just follow the leader and do what they want them to do. You know what I'm saying? You're not really loving yourself first if you're doing what somebody else wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? And people judge by that because they be trying to figure out how this person elevated spiritually from just totally being them, and I'm trying to elevate, but I've been conformed to think that this is how it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, back to the story. And so it was kind of almost like it was a sign, low-key, of a little bit of animosity I felt, because why would you say that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. I'm here for a funeral because somebody I cared about passed away. I don't read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So it's a sin because we're in a church and we're seeing someone go off the earth and celebrating their life, but because I don't read the Bible and don't know what verses he's speaking on, that causes you to hate on me. That's sad. You feel me? Because you read the Bible top to bottom and you are living a life that's, you feel me, according to what is in that book, but you unhappy for real. Let's not forget about the side conversations you have with me. You feel me? So it be just, I'm not judging anyone. But what I'm saying is people are misguided in thinking that the real is fake, meaning the ability for people to be themselves. People have been thinking that that is fake. It's odd, it's different, you're gonna be ridiculed, people are gonna look at you, people are gonna hate you, people are not gonna like you because you are being free to be yourself, as whereas they're following a certain set of rules put in place for them. You know what I'm saying? And they've been following it for so long, thinking that they're gonna get advanced more spiritually, and they haven't. You know what I'm saying? Your frequency of your energy is rising, but you're doing something different than what everybody else is doing. How is that the case? Why is it that everybody is doing this, but we not elevating, but you are doing something that we can't understand, but you're elevating? That's because it's having the ability to be yourself, not caring what anyone thinks or feel. I've had so much judgment in my life, you know what I'm saying, from just being me. Solely because it was me. If somebody else did it, it was okay. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to me, oh man, listen, we got to pull you in all angles that we can, because you're getting too far. And we see it in you that once you realize who you are, you're going to take off like a rocket. And we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to try to limit you in some ways of being yourself. And I just had to realize that. You know what I'm saying? The alcohol, the drugs, no shade again. But for me personally, it was trying to slowly shed me away from being who I was truly meant to be in my soul, the person I was meant to be from birth. You know what I'm saying? Because you are doing those things to try to fit in a box where you don't fit in at, Deidre. And that's where you got to wake up and realize that about yourself. I'm not about to be nothing for nobody if I can't be myself. You know what I'm saying? But as you grow and elevate, you start to even just feel those energies. Those type of energies that want you to be something other than yourself, that want you to be what they want you to be, they get intimidated. It's almost as if they hide their hand. They're shy. They don't know how to talk. They no eye contact. You feel me? They don't like you. Side eyes, low key. You feel me? Jokes and all that, and stabs and all that. And then it'd be like, I'm cool. I don't even want to rock with you no more because I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And people take that as offense, like people got a grudge. Nah, that's not even the case. It's the fact that I peep game, and you don't want me to be myself because you can't be yourself. You want me to conform to this normal society way of living and the rules that are fit for people. I'm not. This ain't that, baby. You know what I'm saying? So if you judge me or put me down or make me feel less than, I can't be around you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to try to make me change and be something that's not going to make me happy. And I'm not doing it. I'm not settling. I didn't got too far to go back. You know what I'm saying? So my best advice would just be that, just grow inside yourself. No hard feelings towards nobody. I know that, you feel me, when the process is complete and everything clears and the dust settles, you feel me, the people that are meant to be around will be around. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. People can say all the time, oh, you mad, you don't like us, da-da-da. It's not that. Watch out for that. It's a trick. You feel me? Because that's really how they feel inside themselves. And they want you to think that you mad at them so they can figure out a way to rationalize what they feeling about themselves. No, I'm just not going to say nothing. And I'm going to stick to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And every day that I do that, I'm going to elevate and rise my frequency. I don't have to do things a certain way to fit in. I adjust to how I adjust to my life and looking at and analyzing patterns and choices and consequences and shift and adjust. But I've never in my life just sat back and judged somebody else's life and compared it to mine and talked about them and put them down because my life wasn't like theirs. I've never been that type of person. So morally, I've been living by the principles and the laws of the universe of God my whole entire life. So I don't really need to read a Bible. You know what I'm saying? Me and God have our own understanding. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to follow them laws to adjust to be what people want me to be. And most people think that if they do that, they're going to elevate. And then when you find yourself truly being who you are and you've elevated a little bit faster than them, they trying to figure out what you doing that they not. Listen, I also can't be around people that think it's okay to just copy my whole lifestyle to try to fit in that box. No, you feel me? Be yourself. If you're not into women, don't come around me acting like you are, because I'm going to pull your card. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's better that way. You know what I'm saying? We form better bonds when we are ourselves. So I had to understand like half of the bonds I formed was solely because I was myself and they weren't quite there yet. And so it is a time in life where you have to just learn the lesson and keep growing in yourself, So I think that's just like how I'm feeling today. You know what I'm saying? I just had the energy inside myself to just wake up feeling like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy. I'm proud to be able to be in a space now where I can 100% be myself and I can actually step outside of people's boxes that don't want me to be myself and not feel no way about it. You know what I'm saying? It was because their energy they used as a form of power to try to keep a stronghold on me. And because, you know what I'm saying, maybe your love for them or because you know what I'm saying, you lack something inside yourself, it was easy for them to pull you all different ways. Until one day I just got to a point where I was like, listen, I'm slowly dying because I'm too busy trying to fill everybody else's cup and not my own. And who says that I have to live life a certain way? Like, who said that? I can live life any way I want to, as long as it makes me happy and I understand the moral codes and principles and laws of the universe. Everybody won't understand that. You feel me? That's a different video for a different time. But what I'm saying is, you feel me? I've been morally understanding the laws of the universe my whole life. I've never put anybody down. I've never compared my life to nobody else's. I never talked down on anybody. I never disassociated myself because somebody had something that I didn't. Never. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I was my own critic. That stopped me a lot in life because I would judge myself or can't possibly understand why it's not okay to be myself. Why is everybody having a problem with me being me? What is the issue with that? Why can I not be myself? So I'm gonna subject myself to doing what they doing so I can fit in. Man, listen, excuse my language, fuck all that. I ain't living like that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's a new wave, baby. You know what I'm saying? And the new wave is, I'll know right off the back if you're completely okay with being yourself. You feel me? I can look you in the eye and just see stars. If you got to a point where it's okay for you to be you. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing more sexy than a person that is 100% okay with being themselves, and they're not held down by any boundaries, any rules, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? They're free. They allow people around them to be free. You know what I'm saying? It's especially sexy in a woman. Nigga, I'll be like, listen, I don't know what it is. It's just like that pool. You feel me? It's just something I think that I was born with. And I've come to terms of accepting it for what it is. You feel me? I've had a good 36-year run. I've been in some things, been out of some things, done some things. You feel me? Now it's to a point in life where it's time for me to be me, man. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make me happy. That's going to take me to ultimate heights. You know what I'm saying? I love it. So with that being said, I got this book at the library, right? It's called The Truths I Never Told You. A very good book. I judged it by the cover. You feel me? And I've almost got it almost finished in like 1.5 days, because you know how you get into something and it be good. You got to get through that first initial feeling of what you think something is. You know what I'm saying? And actually get through it to the other side. You know what I'm saying? I'm different. I've always been different, but I love me now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just super ecstatic to a point where it's the time is gonna come when, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be able to be around people that don't judge me for being me. They don't care about my past. They don't care about the obstacles I had to face. They're not in search of power. They're not trying to control people. It's not about money. It's not about what you got. It's not about putting you down. It's about just loving you because you love yourself. You feel me? Listen, I'm juiced. I'm ecstatic. It's a good day. You feel me? Y'all better be out there enjoying y'all day, loving who you are. You only get one you. After it's over, it's over. Love who you are, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. Because the antidote to life is being yourself. Truly, proudly, standing in it. Knowing exactly what you want out of life. I don't need a crowd. You know what I'm saying? But I know what I want, though.